Hey everybody, Dr. Colleen Sierra here. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist and the founder and executive director of Sierra Center for Behavioral Health. Coming to you today because it's time to make your voting plan. It's time to make your voting plan. It's time to make your voting plan. So what's a voting plan, right? A voting plan is you've decided you're going to vote. Great, that's awesome. But a voting plan is working out all the logistics of that plan. And a lot of logistics are actually required this year because of COVID. So why does actually having a voting plan matter? It matters a lot because Harvard did a study where they tested if if creating a voting plan made an actual difference into the amount of people who actually casted a ballot. And it did. It increased the likelihood that somebody would actually vote by 4.1 to 9.1%. So, I mean, it really, really matters. Check out the article, by the way, it's listed here. It really matters to have a voting plan. So what is included in a voting plan? So you've decided you're going to vote. Now you're going to decide how you are going to vote. And this year we have more options than ever. There's in-person early, in-person on election day, mail-in ballot, absentee ballot. There's all these different options, and you need to decide which one is best for you. So once you've decided, so for me, I originally was going to do a mail-in ballot when I was really, really scared of coronavirus. I'm still scared of coronavirus. But what we know is what they're saying is that basically voting in person, if you do it early when there's not a ton of people there and you can kind of get in and out, as long as you're there for less than an hour, it's basically no different than the risk that you endure when you go to the grocery store. So you're going to mostly be waiting outside, etc. So anyway, my plan is to vote early. So now that I've decided that, I need to know, and I do, where my early voting place is, because that's different than my election day polling place. I need to figure out what day I'm going to go, what time I'm going to go. I've got some ideas of that. And then what I'm willing to, how long I'm willing to stand there, right? And so I'm hoping to go on a day and at a time when other people won't be there, but I'm also going to plan to be there for a few hours just in case, because I really want to vote in person this year, and I will be masked up and socially distanced and very responsible and all of that, but that's my voting plan. So if you are going to do it by mail-in ballot, for instance, you need to request your ballot. I hope you've already done that. If you haven't, do it now. Check Sierra Center for Behavioral Health. We've got those links posted in the past. You need to fill it out. You need to figure out how to fill it out so that you check all the boxes and meet all the legal guidelines so that your vote actually counts. You need to figure out, will you be mailing it versus with the United States Postal Service? Will you be depositing it at a polling place? Will you be depositing it into a particular station where they collect mail-in ballots? You need to figure all of that stuff out. All of these things are a voting plan. And when you ahead of time, you figure out all of these things, again, they increase the likelihood that you will actually vote. Because this year especially, voting may be slightly more difficult because of COVID and just the sheer amount of people who want to vote this year. So think ahead, plan ahead. Voting plans are cool. All right, so check out the link above from Rock the Vote. It's got more information specifically about voting in Illinois, including early voting dates as well as registration deadlines. So check that out. And then I've also linked an article in the description section that's awesome. That's all about voting plans, and it's got this incredible flow chart that tells you what exactly you need to do based on where you are at in the process. So check all those things out and make a voting plan. The current administration is giving us so many reasons to get excited to vote. So make your voting plan today. Thanks.